Hello, today I read Deuteronomy chapter 26. In 25 it was about various laws and about Amalekites too, to not forget their sin and to revenge when they will have the power to do that, because they were not welcomed while the Jewish escaped from Egypt, or how can I say, went out from Egypt, because they weren't, yeah, but escaped, you can say that too. And now let's read chapter 26. When you have entered the land the Lord your God is giving you as an inheritance, and have taken possession of it and settled in it, take some of the firstfruits of all that you produce from the soil of the land the Lord your God is giving you, and put them in a basket. Then go to the place the Lord your God will choose as a dwelling for his name, and say to the priest in office at the time, I declare today to the Lord your God that I have come to the land the Lord swore to our forefathers to give us. The priest shall take the basket from your hands and set it down in front of the altar of the Lord your God. Then you shall declare before the Lord your God, my father was a wandering Aramean, and he went down into Egypt with a few people, and lived there and became a great nation, powerful and numerous. But the Egyptians mistreated us and made us suffer, putting us to hard labor. Then we cried out to the Lord, the God of our fathers, and the Lord heard our voice and saw our misery, toil, and oppression. So the Lord brought us out of Egypt with a mighty hand and outstretched arm, with great terror and with miraculous signs and wonders. He brought us to this place and gave us this land, the land flowing with milk and honey. And now I bring the first fruits of the soil that you, O Lord, have given me. Wow, it's like a thanks gift. Place the basket before the Lord your God and bow down before him. And you and the Levites and the aliens among you shall rejoice in all the good things the Lord your God has given to you and your household. When you have finished setting aside a tenth of all your produce in the third year, the year of the Tithi, you shall give it to the Levite, the alien. So the third year, it was the year of the Tithi. It says here, third year. I don't know what it's about. A Tithi is about giving the 10th part to the God. To the Levites and the priest. Because the priests were from Levites too. But I don't know. You shall give it to the Levite, the alien, the fatherless, and the widow, so that they may eat in your towns and be satisfied. They say to the Lord your God, I have removed from my house the sacred portion, and have given it to the Levite, the alien, the fatherless, and the widow, according to all you commanded. I have not turned aside from your commands, nor have I forgotten any of them. I have not eaten any of the sacred portion while I was in mourning, nor have I removed any of it while I was unclean, nor have I offered any of it to the dead. Nor have I offered any of it to the dead. So it's not okay to or something like that, which some traditional religion, Christian religion, they do, and it's not okay. I have obeyed the Lord my God. I have done everything you commanded me. Look down from heaven, your holy dwelling place, and bless your people Israel and the land you have given us, as you promised on oath to our forefathers, a land flowing with milk and honey. The Lord your God commands you this day to follow these decrees and laws. Carefully observe them with all your heart and with all your soul. You have declared this day that the Lord is your God, and that you will walk in his ways, that you will keep his decrees, commands, and laws, and that you will obey him. And the Lord has declared this day that you are his people, his treasured possession, as he promised, and that you are to keep all his commands. He has declared that he will set you in praise, fame, and honor high above all the nations he has made, and that you will be a people holy to the Lord your God, as he promised. What we can say here, what we can learn from here is to remember what God made for us, to never forget, and to thank him every time we remember, and we must think to remember more. To follow the Lord's commands, the God's command. Yeah, it was about the first fruit. When you work, maybe I try, but it's not so easy. I mean, if you try to work and your first salary, but your first salary could be for, because if you want to continue, you need food for the next month, you need maybe clothes, maybe your shoes are broken, maybe your clothes are not very okay, maybe you need a backpack or something, and still I don't know how can you give to the Lord your first salary, only if you already have those things, and yeah, or first profit of whatever you do. First profit is calculated on upgrading your stuff, on buying something more and more. I mean, you need that, you need this, you see lots of needs. But still we must not forget the Lord. If we lose God's part, sacred portion, we could lose everything. We must say to ourselves, this is maybe a 10th part, is okay, a 10th part, but all of it, can you do that? Maybe you are, you have profit, but maybe you have lots of loans. How can you do that? But still, it was an example when Jesus will say about a man who heard that his boss will how can I say, will release him, will lose him. I mean, he will lose his job. So what did he do? He gathered all the people who were in debt. Of that boss, or something like that, and he gave them gifts, and he forgot all their debts. He signed to free them. It was a very wise action, because he thought when he will lose his job, he made something. He made something with, not with his money, but with, and it was very interesting. He made friends by doing this. It's a very weird thing, but it was the smart. Jesus says it was the smartest thing he did. Okay, that was a chapter. This was not from this chapter, but yeah. May the God bless me, protect me, and delight me in the next chapter too. And if you want, you will see me there too. God bless you all, and goodbye.